Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Magic bets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move non-stop. Silver fan, probably say playing odds like dice. In the trap, out betting lines, making racks feel nice. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast, we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead.
Parlay slayer stacking chips like he's bricks. Magic's calling plays, mixing schemes so slick. Numbers on the board, all these digits don't lie. In this trap house, sports bets, we fly.
Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast, we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead.
Got your bang world rising like that early morning sun. From parlays to straight plays, we stun. Twisting stats, breaking news, all for the game. In this world of ours, we reign.
Line moving swift like the wave in the night. Heavy hitters in the game, got the insight. Magic with the tips, sit 1-5 with a hit. Potty tan worldwide, see us never miss.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pushing the Line Sports. It is our four-part series, part two, the best that ever wear it, where we go through the jersey numbers of the greats of all time. What's good, Mike?
I'm ready today. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. First of all, good to see you. Good to be back. You know, I hate it. I like it being once a week, but sometimes I just want to get on here and talk my shit. But I'm ready for today, man. Took some good notes. 75 through 50, it wasn't that bad, honestly. It wasn't that bad, but these next two after this one, yeah, it's gonna be hell to pay.
Hey, the next two shows, we might have a whole lot of arguments. And as I was going through and doing the research for this particular show, I realized we were probably going to agree on a lot. And I also believe Abe will be happy with this show.
Man. But yeah, he definitely gonna be happy with today's show. It was like it was damn near every other one.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I've been a little bit under the weather. Mike thought we were gonna have to cancel the show, but as they say in show business, the show must go on.
Amen to that, man. Uh, so today being February 20th, it's still Black History Month. First of all, I had to get that out the way. Not get it out the way, but I do want to touch on it. In spirit of the Olympics, I wanted my Black History moment today to be about an Olympic. So today I actually chose two. I didn't know. I was reading up on one and found out about the other. So uh first one is Vanetta Flowers for my Black History Month. In 2002, she became the first black athlete, men's or woman, to win a gold medal at the Winter Olympics. Not the Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics. She achieved this feat alongside her teammate Jill Backey in the two-woman bobsled event that was held in Salt Lake City in the United States. Also in 292, the hockey player Jerome Iginla became the first black male to win gold in hockey in 2002. So appreciate them for the Black History moment. The Winter Olympics are still going on. So that's what I got for my Black History moment today.
Um, Another Black History moment happened yesterday, and I'm glad you're on hockey. The
It
first
did.
Black American female won a gold medal in hockey.
Sure did. She absolutely did. Congratulations to her. I felt it tied right in. I always give a national day for whatever day it is, and today is National Leadership Day. So how else would I celebrate leadership if we didn't talk about those leaders? But
Absolutely.
also, it's National Muffin Day as well. So
Hey
For
man, it's
those of
hard to
you,
keep up with all these national days because your list is a little different than mine, and I be seeing some, and
you know what? It was about seven of them on there. It was National Love Your Pet Day. It was
that's my list.
National
Caregivers Day.
Caregivers Day. Absolutely. So shout out to them. Being a caregiver is not an easy job.
My favorite one on the list was National Cherry Pie Day.
I knew you was gonna say that. I thought it was muffin. I thought it was muffin, and I was like, I don't think he liked cherry pie because we ain't never said nothing about it. But yep, today is National Cherry Pie Day.
But honestly, you give me a good pie over a good cake any day.
If it's Dutch apple pie, I'm all in.
Woo. Well, you want to jump? You ready to jump into this?
Man, we need some theme music. I'm ready.
You know what? Next show we're gonna have some theme music just to bring us in on that. Um, hey, we're glad you joined us today. Glad you are in the audience. Because this first one, number 75, might be right
Start,
down your alley.
starting out. We starting out. I gave it to you last week.
Man, honestly, it was a few good names on this list. I mean, you had Howard Long, Forrest Gregg, Jonathan Ogden,
Yep.
Deacon Jones. But when it
Yep.
came down to it, and you looked at everything as a whole, it was the man that was. I want to say it was a Dr. Pepper commercial, or was it a Coke commercial?
I believe it was a Pepsi or Coke commercial.
I think it was Coke. Um,
Yep.
Mean Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green. It was honorable mention is Deacon Jones, like you said, but Mean Joe Green was the guy. Four-time Super Bowl champion, defensive tackle for the Steelers. Man, this is when they was the steel curtain. He by his damn self was damn near 50% of the curtain. Two-time defensive player of the year, 1969 defensive rookie of the year, eight-time All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, one of the best defensive tackles to ever do it.
Love it.
That 70s decade of the Steelers. That
And whether they the greatest or burner up today, you might hear a few of the names of his teammates throughout this show.
absolutely. They was that dominant. So we go to number 74. I know this will make you happy as all good outdoors. My honorable mention, I start with that. It was the Cowboys defensive tackle. They call him Mr. Cowboy, Bob Lilly. He was a Super Bowl champion. He was a nine-time All-Pro, 11-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. Usually, once you get in that high number of All-Pro and Hall of Fame and Pro Bowls, usually you are the guy. But he pales in comparison to this Oilers slash Titans offensive tackle, guard, and center. He pretty much played the whole line, and that is Bruce Matthews. He holds the NFL record for the most starts of one team, 293 consecutive starts. He was a 10-time All Pro, a 14-time Pro Bowler. That is crazy. And a Hall of Famer. The Matthews
Family.
family, period, is one of the greatest families in all of football. They right up there with the Mannings, if you know.
Bruce was my runner up.
Oh, you had Bob Lilly first?
I had Bob Lilly first. I had Merlin Olsen on there too as an honorable mention.
He deserves to be on there as well. Absolutely. There we go. Our first fact. Yeah, we off to a good start. We off
Oh
to a
man,
good start.
number 73. 73. You can make a case that there was a few good names because you had Larry Allen from that Dallas Cowboy dynasty back in the 90s.
Hmm.
Joe Thomas from the Browns. But when it comes down to it, when you a 10-time Pro Bowler, 10-time All Pro, and one of the greatest guards of all time, John Hanna.
Absolutely. That's who I got. Honorable mention, Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas just needed he needed some kind type of ring. You know, you
Yeah,
need that.
he
But
did.
Joe Thomas unfortunately had to go to the Cleveland Browns. And
Eight-time All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. I'll spend his whole career in Cleveland. They just, it's Cleveland.
yeah,
This next one, it was kind of easy for me. Uh, number 72. I'll give you my honorable mention because it was a few. My honorable mention was Dexter Manley, defensive end for the Redskins, now Commanders. He was a two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time All-Pro, one-time Pro Bowler. But number 72, I took Bronco Nagurski. He played on both sides of the ball for the Bears. He was a fullback, he was an offensive tackle and a defensive tackle. He was a three-time champion and a four-time All-Pro, and he's a Hall of Famer.
So there were a few names. One of my favorite names is William Refrigerator Perry. He's not the greatest. He's not even honorable mention, but I really like him. One of my favorite players of all time. Ed Too Tall Jones is one of my favorites.
Yep,
But I had to give it to actually before I give it to the person I'm giving to, I had a runner up that if it wasn't for the fact that he only wore this number for half his career before he got traded, Carlton Fisk.
yep. And that's why I didn't, because he didn't have the number on.
Yep, he wore 72 and 27 throughout his career, but it was only for half his career that he wore 72. Dan Deerdorf for me.
And I don't blame you. I seen him. I don't even blame you. You know what? I can't blame you for that.
Six-time Pro Bowl and six-time All Pro.
Yep. I can't blame you for that. Absolutely. Should have had him on my. I don't know why I picked Dexter Manley over him. Maybe I just skipped over him or something. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Dan Deere was a guard for the Cardinals, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of
He
the
was
best.
he was a guard for the Cardinals, and I think he played for yeah, it was just the Cardinals. I want for some reason I was thinking he also played for Miami, but yeah, it was the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Man, 71. I mean, we've brought up the name I can't never say his name of Jenny Malkin. We brought up that name before.
Yep.
He's a three-time Stanley Cup champion, so he deserves honorable mention. Um, there's a current player, Trent Williams, you could throw on the list, and he could be up there with anybody. Alex Karros, you name him, Tony Baselli, Fred Dean. But as a nine-time Pro Bowler and allowing only 23 sacks in 180 games
hmm
in the modern NFL era, Walter Jones.
My honorable mention. One of my honorable mention. Alex Karras was my other one. Detroit defensive tackle, the nine-time All-Pro, four-time Pro Bowler. I took Malkin on that one.
Okay, understandable.
I
I
did
can't
take Malkin
I
on that
can't
one.
argue with you. I mean, I can argue with you, but I can see why you picked him.
Yeah, I took Malkin. Yeah, we ain't agreeing like I thought. That's good. That's good. I like it. Make for better TV.
Yeah, it's good to see things through other people's eyes and see what other people are seeing sometimes.
Let's see, what number we on? 70?
70.
Number 70, my honorable mention. NFL champion, six-time All-Pro, five-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. Linebacker for the Giants, Sam Huff was my honorable mention. My, I guess if you want to say my regular, it's not my regular, but two-time Super Bowl champion, six-time All-Pro, six-time Pro Bowler, also a Hall of Famer. I chose offensive tackle Rayfield Wright from the Dallas Cowboys.
Big cat.
That's who I took. He was a big ass dude too.
Yeah, he was. We agree on that. From back in the 70s.
Man, when you go back, one of the best things about doing this list, you go back and you look at some of these people achievements, and sometimes you prisoner of the moment. You don't realize how good they were. Like we just got done talking about Joe Thomas, and the Browns was so bad, I didn't realize that he was that good. And it's just crazy. You go back and I remember I'm a Penguins fan, and I remember Malkin, but I did not. I forgot he won the MVP. And it's kind of like you revisiting history, and it's like, man, I did not know that they was this good. And then for some reason, I always thought Refrigerator Perry. I guess he was just a cult classic type guy that everybody liked. but he really didn't do shit. But
He-
everybody know who he is.
because he was part of that he was part of the Chicago Bears Super Bowl team, and when they did the Super Bowl shuffle and
He
had
was
all
the
those
guy.
commercials at that
Yep,
time, he was a defensive tackle that got in on goal line to run in for touchdowns. He was just
he
that
did.
personality.
You know something that I found out about that Super Bowl, that '85 Bears team. Uh, he was the reason that Walter Payton and the Bears kind of fell out late in his career because they let him run that touchdown in. That was supposed to be Walter Payton's touchdown, and he was going to retire after the Super Bowl. And Walter Payton was on the sideline when he ran that touchdown in. He was kind of upset, and I don't think he went back into that Super Bowl. I mean, they was killing him anyway, but um, they asked him if he wanted to go back in, and he declined, and that was kind of it for Walter Payton and the Bears. Sucks.
It's
It
crazy
sucks.
that I did not know that story because the '85 Bears are the team that made me like football. I wasn't into football much, but the way they came in with the Super Bowl shuffle and the way their defense was playing that year, Walter Payton became my favorite football player at that time because I was trying to play. I wanted to play running back.
Yep. And the crazy part about that '85 Bears team, if you go back and watch, some people will argue with you that the '86 Bears defense was better than the '85 Bears defense.
And it's very possible.
If you go statistically, if you go back and look, that '86 Bears team was better than '85, but they didn't win it all. So that's how that goes.
So this next number 69, get your minds out of the gutter. Um, and for that particular reason, this number has been shadow banned by a lot of teams and a few leagues. Um, you will not see a lot of people wear it in the future for that particular reason. Um, and you haven't seen a bunch of greats wear it either. So for that particular reason, it wasn't hard for me to figure out who I like. He was a five-time Pro Bowler, four-time All Pro, and he was a 2025 Hall of Fame inductee, Jared Allen from the Minnesota Vikings.
Pretty easy. I don't even have an honorable mention for that one. Definitely Jared Allen. Jared Allen did a lot of damage in about a 5 year span that got him into the Hall of Fame. For those 5 years, he was probably the most unstoppable defensive end in the NFL during that time. He did a lot of damage. I don't know what clicked when he got with the Vikings, but man, it clicked and it didn't stop clicking until he
What
was done.
wasn't he with Chiefs before that?
Yep, he was with the
Yeah.
Chiefs before that. He wasn't
Okay.
as dominant, but he was with the Chiefs.
And sometimes it's the people around you in the scheme.
Yep, that is true. So can't even talk. The next number on our countdown, we got number 68. I had a couple of honorable mentions. 68, it had some good numbers on it. Here you go, A. Steelers defensive end, four-time Super Bowl champion, two-time All-Pro, six-time Pro Bowler, L.C. Greenwood. My other honorable mention was a seven-time All-Pro, a 12-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer in Will Shields, guard for the Chiefs. But overall, I went to the NHL. I took the two-time Stanley Cup champion, the 1999 MVP, five-time scoring leader, 13-time All-Star, third all-time in goals, second all-time in points, and he is also a Hall of Famer. I took one of my favorite players of all time, right winger for the Penguins, Jeremiah Yager.
That's my exact pick. And the other honorable mention I had was Kevin Mawa.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. But I mean, you can't go against Yamir Yager in this situation. This show is starting to turn out to be a Pittsburgh thing.
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh was on it.
Hey, for a few years they were. Uh, so next up, number 67. This was one where I didn't see a lot of names, and it's a number that's primarily worn by offensive linemen in the NFL.
Yep.
Um, Could have easily said Reggie McKenzie. Um, could have easily said Ryan Khalil, Stan Brock, but I ended up going with Bob Kuchenberg. He's a six-time Pro Bowler and two-time Super Bowl champion with the Miami Dolphins.
That's who I took. You got it right. He was a member of that 1972 undefeated Dolphins team. That's who I got. Bob Kuchenberg, guard for the Dolphins. That was kind of, that one wasn't that hard.
It wasn't.
67. It was kind of 6-7. I
Oh
got it in
Lord.
there. I got it in there.
You had to get in there. All right.
Number 66. Again, well, honorable mention. Uh, Packers linebacker. Two-time Super Bowl champion, five-time champion before it was a Super Bowl. So seven-time champion overall, seven-time All-Pro, one-time Pro Bowler when the Pro Bowl became what it was, and first ballot Hall of Famer linebacker Ray Nitschke was my honorable mention. I'm sure everybody knows who my 66 is. It's probably my favorite outside of Wayne Gretzky. Center for the Penguins, two-time Stanley Cup champion, three-time MVP, two-time playoff MVP, six-time scoring champ, 12-time All-Star, Hall of Famer. Only player in NHL history with a five-goal, five-way game. He scored a goal full strength, scored a goal power play, scored a goal shorthanded, scored a penalty shot, and an empty net goal. It is Mario Lemieux.
He was so good that his number is unofficially retired by all teams.
Yes.
When
My
when you get
second favorite
when
hockey
you
player of all time.
when you get on that level, you're a bad motherfucker.
You
Excuse
are.
my language. Um, couple of another notable name on that one. Here you go, Alan Faneca.
This, this dude right here, man.
Oh shit. Number 65. Number 65 was another good one. I could have thrown your guy Lane Johnson in as an honorable mention. He's still
Oh, I
doing what
did.
he does. He's still doing what he does. So I didn't want to give him the honorable mention because he's still in the process of doing it. You could throw Bart Oates' name on there. You could throw Tom Mack. You could even throw Gary Zimmerman, which I almost gave it to him,
He
but
was my guy.
I'm giving it to a defensive end who played 16 seasons with the Houston Oilers, Hall of Famer in 2003, retired with 105 unofficial sacks and 8 Pro Bowl selections. Number 65 was worn by Elvin Bethea.
I took Gary Zimmerman.
Okay.
Super Bowl
This
champ.
this one was close for me.
Super Bowl champ, five-time All-Pro, seven-time Pro Bowl Hall of Fame. My honorable mention, I had to get one in there. I got Lane Johnson. He's coming back for another season, thank God. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Two-time Super Bowl champion, five-time All-Pro, six-time Pro Bowler. Love me some Lane Johnson. It seems like he's the most important player on our team because we don't win if he don't play. So got that in there. But I can
So
definitely see why you picked who you picked.
and while we're on this number, remember we were talking about how Anthony Munoz was the best tackle to
Hmm.
wear his number. Another guy that's set right next to Munoz, Max Montoya, wore this number. He was one of the best offensive lines on the Bengals for a long time.
It's amazing. If it wasn't for the 49ers, I wonder how the Bengals, they probably would have won at least one of them Super Bowls.
Hey
At
man,
least one.
hey, Icky Woods was my guy that year too.
Because they went three times in the 80s, right?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
know they
Two or
went in
three times.
80 because Ken Anderson played because they
Yep.
beat the Chargers. And I think at the time it was the coldest NFL game ever. And I know they lost to San Francisco twice. That's crazy that I know that. Anyway, moving on, man. We got number 64. Number 64 was easy for me. Guard for the Minnesota Vikings, nine-time All-Pro, 12-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Fame. Randall McDaniel. That was my guy. Well,
Yep.
that's who I picked.
I didn't even do an honorable mention on that number.
I did not either. I didn't either.
Yeah, Randall was a real good one. Uh, so number 63, synonymous with the NFL and hockey. Interior lineman with the NFL mostly. There's a few names that came up. I mean, you could easily say Mike Munchak. Love that guy, former Titan,
This man right here
former
gonna
Oiler.
get a tight
Go
end.
go go get in. I'm gonna get a still in Demonte Dawson.
Jamani Dawson.
You can
Yeah,
throw that one in there. You can throw Willie Lanier. Um,
he's one of my honorable mentions is Willie Lanier. Uh, this is how good this number was. So Willie Lanier was a Super Bowl champ, 8-time All Pro, 2-time All AFL, a 6-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Fame, and that only got him honorable mention.
yep. Brad Marchand, who was in the Olympic Games today,
Hmm.
NHL. It when it's all said and done, um, he's gonna be on that list. But I had to give it to two-time Super Bowl champ. Highway 63 is what they called him.
Yes, sir.
Gene Upshaw.
Gene Upshaw. That's who I picked as well. Another honorable mention, 1979 Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer Leroy Selman.
Oh, Leroy.
But I did pick
Buccaneers.
Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw, one of the best guards to ever do it. He was on that Raiders team. The Raiders and the Steelers used to have a rivalry that a lot of people, I wish they would just re-air all those games from the 70s because pretty much whoever won that game in the playoffs won the Super Bowl. That's just how it went. So we move on, man. Number 62. We got a center for the Dolphins, a 2-time Super Bowl champ, a 6-time All Pro, a 6-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. I took Jim Langer. I'll be honest, I had never heard of him until I was doing this, but I took Jim Langer.
You only took Jim Langer because you didn't want to be biased. Because I took the 6-time first team All Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler who spent 13-year entire career with
With
the
the Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles and went out with
Absolutely.
a Super Bowl. Jason Kelsey.
He went out in a Super Bowl loss. That's why I put Jim Langer ahead of him because he only got one damn Super Bowl. Now, if he would have won that last Super Bowl against his brother, I would have put Jason Kelsey up there. But it wasn't necessarily biased. I guess I kind of just wanted to shine the light
Yeah.
because people watching this, they may not have went back that far. Kelsey's my guy. He don't even know me, and he my guy. But yeah.
Um, 61. I didn't see a ton of people that wore this number or really deserved to be talked about, but there was two people that stood out for me.
Hmm.
Um,
Let's see.
One, he is widely considered by a lot of people to be the best athlete to wear number 61. He's
Hold
the Hall
on.
of
Hold on. Wait a minute. Is it who age is put in the chat?
no. Hold on.
Okay.
No. He's a Hall of Fame linebacker for the Chicago Bears and is credited for inventing the 4-3 defense, being the first middle guard to drop back into coverage. Um, yeah, that's the honorable mention. Um,
Oh shit.
that's the honorable mention.
That's my
Because
guy.
that's the honorable mention, Bill George. My guy is the most accomplished modern athlete, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and Rocket Richard Trophy winner. Um, exactly who Abe said, Rick Nash.
Hmm. I took Bill George.
It was
I
close for me.
I did. He is credited for inventing that. You're absolutely right. Uh, NFL champion, 8-time All Pro, 8-time Pro Bowl Hall of Fame. But yeah, I definitely took Bill George. That was a good one. because I did see Rick Nash on there, but again, trying to enlighten our listeners, I took Bill George. So that was a good one. That was a good one. Number 60, I wasn't biased. My honorable mention. Two-time champion, 10-time All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. He played linebacker and center for the Eagles. Chuck Bednarik. He's my honorable mention. Uh, my number 60. If you don't know this guy, he was the guy. He was a three-time NFL champion, excuse me. A four-time AAFC before they became the NFL champion. So 7 championships. 3 MVPs in the NFL, 2 in the AAC, so 5 MVPs, 6-time All Pro, 4-time All AAFC, 5-time Pro Bowler, and first ballot Hall of Famer. Cleveland Browns, I took Otto Graham. You do have championships, you just don't have no Super Bowl.
I had them swapped.
You put Chuck Bednarik over Otto Graham.
I did. Well, we actually had a couple of arguments. Ain't that some shit?
Hey, some of these was close. I ain't gonna lie, some of them was close.
So number 59, number 59. There's a few names that came up that I consider great players. Um, I consider Seth Joyner, London Fletcher, Luke Kuechly. I consider them great.
Luke
But with
Kuechly was
this
my honorable
Pittsburgh
mention.
Steelers thing,
He already done said it.
Jack Hammer, bad man.
Yep. Yeah, that's who I had. 4-time champ, 8-time All Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer. That was Jack Ham all the damn way. Luke Kuechly, I forgot. Outside of those concussions, he had a pretty damn good career.
He did a lot in a short amount of time because he retired early.
Yeah. 2013 Defensive Player of the Year, 2012 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 7-time All Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time tackle leader, and Hall of Famer this year, actually. He had a hell of a career.
London Fletcher, he played 16 seasons without ever missing a game.
Sure did.
He had over 2,000 career tackles.
Hell of a career. He's not in the Hall of Fame, is he?
I don't think he's made it yet.
I
He
don't think
should. He
yeah.
should. And hell, Seth Joyner, he was a 3-time Pro Bowler, recording over 50 sacks and 24 interceptions during his career.
I should have put him number one.
Oh, there you go with that bullshit.
I didn't even put him on my honorable mention. But just know, Seth Joyner, he was one of them guys.
Hey,
Uh,
this one is coming up, boy. Whoo!
Number 58 was tough. It was probably the toughest of them all. I'm not gonna lie. My 2 honorable mentions. I took Von Miller, 2-time champion, 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl 50 MVP, 2011 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 7-time All Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler. He's still playing. He didn't retire, did he? I
Vaughn?
don't think he retired.
I don't think he retired, but I don't think he got signed either.
Yeah. My other honorable mention. Boy, this was close. I took Derek Thomas as my honorable mention. 1989 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time All Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, 1990 sack leader, Hall of Famer, most sacks in a game with 7. And if you know, he almost broke his record in a game against Seattle. He would have had 8. He missed a tackle, and I believe it was Dave Krieg. He threw a touchdown pass, and they lost the game. And he had another game where he had 5, I believe, at halftime, and they was beating other teams so bad that I believe the defensive coordinator was Gunther Cunningham, and he took him out for the rest of the game.
And he was a cheat code on Tecmo Bowl.
Could not stop him. But my GOAT for number 58, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 1976 Defensive Player of the Year, 1974 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 8-time All Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, Jack Lambert.
Man,
This Steelers team, it was slick cheating. Like this is cheating. This it had to be cheating. Like I don't know. This is
hey,
in
like
damn
like my
near that whole defense is in the Hall of Fame.
like my homeboy Jason McClain, I would say, "Hey Jack." Well, they had some Jacks in that motherfucker.
Buddy, that is insane.
They had some Jacks.
Goodness gracious alive at defense.
Coming in at number 57, um, you could have said Dwight Stevenson. You could have said Johan Santana in baseball, which we haven't mentioned many baseball numbers yet. Um,
Hmm.
but if you look back at the Saints back in the day, they had four linebackers on the squad. Um, and they call that linebacker crew the Dome Patrol. And the leader of the Dome Patrol was a six-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champion, Ricky Jackson.
That's who I picked. Hall of Famer as well. I think he
Bad.
won it. He won that Super Bowl with the 49ers.
Yep,
Tom Jackson was in consideration. Absolutely,
he
he was in
was.
consideration. Uh, but yeah, Ricky Jackson, man, he was the guy. That Dome Patrol. It was Ricky Jackson. It was Pat Swilling,
Sam Mills,
Sam Mills. I can't remember the other one. It was four or was it three?
Vaughn Johnson.
Bone Johnson.
Yep,
Four.
yep.
So if you watch the NFL Network, they do a top 10. As dominant as all these other defensive lines was, they did a top 10 linebacking core. The Dome Patrol was number one. Never
Uh,
went to a Super Bowl. They got the number one on that top 10. That's how dominant they were.
I think the Steelers were kind of credited with the 3-4 defense and making it so good, but
Hmm.
the Saints with their Dome Patrol, they ran it right.
Yep. Fast, big, strong. They was dominant, man. All right. I don't even have an honorable mention. I didn't
You
look
you
for
you
one.
you shouldn't.
Didn't need one. Didn't care to even have one.
You shouldn't.
This guy may be the greatest football player, period. Just period. It ain't him, Jerry Rice is LT. There's no secret here. Two-time Super Bowl champion, 19 defensive MVP. No, 1986 MVP. Three-time defensive player of the year, 1981 defensive rookie of the year, 10-time All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, 1986 sacks leader, first ballot Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor.
LT, this man was so bad that he be doing an all-night bender, high on cocaine, no sleep, come to the game and whoop your ass.
Bill Parcells would not leave without LT. Bill Belichick tells the great story of how if anybody else on the team was late, they would find them and they would leave them. Bill Parcells did everything around LT time.
This wasn't even close, but I'm gonna throw a couple other names at you just so you see the greatness and how great he is. Chris Doman wore this number. Demario Davis wore this number. Pat Swilling, who we just mentioned with the Dome Patrol, wore this number. Andre Tippett, Derek Johnson, Hardy Nickerson, Quentin Nelson. A lot of good players wore this number. Al Wilson,
He had to
man,
get a ball in there.
had to. I slide them in.
This is ridiculous.
I slide them in.
Go
Doing
ahead, man. We on
doing
number 55.
doing this research, I didn't realize how great 55 was.
55 had some beast on there.
It did. It was a tough one for me. Um, you could bring up a couple people in baseball like Oral Hershiser, Hideki Matsui. Basketball, you got Kiki Vandeweghe, Jason White Chocolate Williams, Dikembe Mutombo.
That's an
Um,
honorable mention.
Football, you got Terrell Suggs, Derrick Brooks, Junior Seau, and I didn't even give it to none of them.
What?
I didn't give it to none of them. Four-time Stanley Cup winner who finished career fifth all time in scoring among defensemen, Larry Murphy.
We can pause because I ain't got nothing to say to you. My honorable mention was Dikembe Mutombo, eight-time All Star, three-time All NBA, four-time Defensive Player of the Year, six-time All Defense, two-time rebounding leader, three-time block leader, Hall of Fame. Probably one of the greatest, just overall human beings to ever. It seems like all the great people, they always leave this earth too fast. He was one. Uh, God rest his soul. I picked Dikembe as my honorable mention. Um, Mine was Junior Seau, man. Nine-time All Pro, 12-time Pro Bowler, 1994 tackles, co-leader, Hall of Famer. Also, another person who passed away too soon as well. I don't have no problem with Larry Murphy. 55 was an actual good number.
It was.
It was just a good number. It's gonna be a lot of that coming up. Man, we kind of breezed through this.
That's
I didn't
good.
think this was gonna go.
Speaking of Larry's, I think I'm gonna go to Larry's tonight. I got a friend of mine. I got to meet up there and talk about some DJ stuff. But yeah, want to go to Larry's? Let's go to Larry's.
Nah, I went to TNT and you stood me up.
Hey man, you told that lie and I caught you.
Man, so number 54, I thought I had a high acumen of sports. So I said, number 54, I can't think of nobody. I
What?
think it's going to be Horace Grant. That's what I thought. I didn't look yet. So whenever I do my research, and now that we done got to these lower numbers, I try to think before I look. And I said, it may be Horace Grant. Didn't think of nobody. Wasn't Horace Grant. So my number 54, man, 2005 Defensive Player of the Year, 2000 Defensive Rookie of the Year, five-time All-Pro, eight-time Pro Bowler, 2002 Tackles Leader, Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher for the Bears. That is who I picked.
Man, Brian Urlacher is one of my favorite players of all time. Um, he had the look of a linebacker. If you saw him walking through the store, you were either gonna think he was special forces in the military or a
Hmm.
linebacker on somebody's football team. He just had that look about him. Uh, all around good, versatile player, and he actually played safety in college.
Fast, too.
Yeah, my runner up was Randy White, and it was close because Randy White he's a Super Bowl winner. He's a co MVP and a 9-time Pro Bowler.
Yep.
And
Randy White.
they had some other good names on there. You could throw Zach Thomas' name on there, Bobby Wagner, Levante David, Chris Philbin, Teddy Bruschi,
54 was a
Fred
good
Warner,
number.
Jeremiah Furtada. Yeah, yeah,
We in the nitty gritty for numbers now.
man.
Let's see if we agree on 53.
53 was a tough one for me. Um, it came down
And
to
we're
two.
not going to agree.
You say we're not going to agree?
Mm-mm. I don't
Uh,
think we're going to agree.
you don't think we're going to agree?
Mm-mm.
Uh, so it was really close for me. I almost went with a 3-time World Series champion, a 9-time All Star, 1962 Cy Young Award winner, Don Drysdale, but I did not.
Man, no goddamn James Edwards. I'm laughing at the comment.
James Edwards to play for the Nets. Boy, if you
For
don't
the,
sit down.
for the damn Detroit Pistons on the
Oh yeah,
bad boy.
he played for the Nets and the Pistons. Yep. Stop, Abe. Stop. Um,
Hey, he did win a championship though.
but you got the sport right.
Oh, we do agree.
1972 ABA MVP and 11-time All Star across both the NBA and ABA. Artis Gilmore.
Wow, we did agree. We did agree. Who was your honorable mention?
Don Drysdale.
Okay, mine was
Now,
Randy Gradis. Mine was Randy Gradishaw. Actually, he was. You said something about Tom Jackson. Randy Gradishaw. They always say that he was the better linebacker. Hall of Fame, 1978 Defensive Player of the Year, five-time All-Pro, seven-time Pro Bowler. Gradishaw, Tom Jackson. They played on
Orange
that Denver
Crush.
team. Yep, they
Orange
was
Crush
on the
defense.
Orange Crush defense. Yeah, absolutely. Artis Gilmore was that guy.
Yeah.
Artis Gilmore was definitely that guy. A lot of people don't really understand or know how dominant that dude was. So yeah, I ain't think we was gonna agree on that one. I don't know if we gonna agree on this one. We should. I'm finna make an Abe, man.
Oh, I
So
mean, A got to understand on this one though.
he has to. So honorable mention, Abe. I took a four-time Super Bowl champion, eight-time All-Pro, nine-time Pro Bowler, and Hall of Famer. Man, this whole damn team is just full of Hall of Famers, bro. I took the center for the Steelers, Mike Webster, as my honorable mention. Number 52 has to be two-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl 35 MVP, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, 10-time All Pro, 13-time Pro Bowler, three-time tackle leader, NFL record for the most career tackles, Ravens linebacker, and Hall of Famer Ray Lewis.
Killer Ray.
Had to be Ray Lewis.
That's who I
Sorry,
had. Uh, the the only two people that could have came close as far as linebackers wasn't even close to me, and that was Khalil Mack and Patrick Willis.
yeah,
But Ray Lewis by far. And then in baseball, you got CC Sabathia.
yep,
Basketball, you got Jamal Wilkes.
silk.
Man, number 51. This
I
was
want
another
to.
tough one.
I'm interested to see where you went on this one.
This is another tough one. And when I tell you that it was hard for me to decide, um, I mean, of course, you had names like Sam Mills, who was on that Dome Patrol defense. You could mention his name. You could mention Bernie Williams in for the Yankees. He was a four-time World Series champion, five-time All-Star, 1998 AL batting title. Um, you could mention which order do I want to go in this? I'm gonna throw you for a loop real quick. You could honestly make a great case for this Hall of Famer, eight-time Pro Bowler, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Dick Buckus. You could make
Yep.
a strong case for him. You could make a strong case for this Hall of Famer who has 303 wins, 4,875 strikeouts, five Cy Youngs, who played for the Mariners, had his number 51 retired by the Mariners. But this number was so bad that the Mariners had to retire it twice because you had a 10-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove, 2001 American League MVP and Rookie of the Year, who also had a great career over in I want to say it was Japan baseball.
Hmm.
Ichiro Suzuki.
Wow.
I gave it to Ichiro.
I gave it to Randy Johnson.
Woo!
Wow.
Hey, I mean, there's an argument to be had.
Both
51,
Mariners. Both
51
Mariners.
was a tough number.
I think I gave it to Randy Johnson because he got the World Series. He got the World Series MVP. He won the 2002 Triple Crown, and he pitched the perfect game in 2004, which everybody remember. Ichiro was a bad man, but I almost picked Dick Buck.
Um,
But I
I,
did show some love to Bernie Williams.
I wonder what would have happened if Ichiro had came to America sooner.
He probably would be. I think Tony Gwynn and Barry Bonds are the two best hitters of the baseball ever, but he may have overtook him.
Yeah, I mean because he had a ton of hits before he even got here.
Yeah. Same
Um,
for how Shohei is going right
yeah.
now. If he would have got here sooner,
Now I give it to Randy. He did something that was a one in a million chance. He threw a pitch and hit a bird,
he did. He did.
and
And he was like 6'10".
he made that that moment his logo for his photography company. Look
Oh
into it.
wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yep. So he does photography for Major League Baseball and a couple other entities now.
All right. So we're re-rounding this out. This one I thought it was gonna be easy because I had one person on my mind.
And probably the same person I had on my mind.
And once I got to it, I was like, damn, I forgot all these people were number 50. So I'm gonna give you my honorable mentions. My first honorable mention was Mike Singletary, uh, Super Bowl champion, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, eight-time All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. That was your guy.
That was my guy.
He's my honorable mention. Who's your other
Whew.
honorable mention?
Um. Well, I got an idea of who yours was, who your guy is, but I did throw Corey Crawford of the NHL on the honorable mention. He's a goaltender, led the Blackhawks to two Stanley Cup titles. Um, I also had Mookie Betts on there as an honorable mention, but
Mookie Betts is my other honorable mention.
so
Mookie Betts done put together a hell of a baseball career.
yeah, and could have put together a hell of a basketball career. I mean, football career if his mama had let him play
Bowling too.
bowling. Yeah,
Uh, my other one was Mookie Betts, four-time World Series champion, 2018 AL MVP, five-time All in Major League Baseball, eight-time All-Star, six-time Gold Glove, seven-time Silver Slugger, 2018 batting champion. I took the Admiral. I took David Robinson.
that was my runner up.
Yeah, two-time champion. And and well, let me get it all out. Two-time champion, 1995 MVP, 1990 Rookie of the Year, 10-time All NBA, 10-time All Star, 1992 Defensive Player of the Year, eight-time All Defense, scoring champ, rebound leader, blocks leader, Hall of Famer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have put Singletary ahead of him because he didn't spearhead those two championships that he got. Tim Duncan did. And Hakeem, once he won that 1995 MVP, Hakeem beat the shit out of him in the playoffs and went on to win that championship. But
Abe, I,
interesting stat about David Robinson. The year he won the scoring champ, he had to score 71 points in the last game to win it. So
I remember
I
that.
took that.
And Abe said Robert Parrish wore 50. I think he wore it briefly before he was with the Celtics. Because when he
Yeah,
was
when
like
he
the
was with the
Bulls,
Warriors. He was
Warriors.
with the Warriors. Yep. Robert Parrish had a hell of a career.
Ralph Sampson wore 50.
Ralph Sampson wore 50, but I don't like Ralph Sampson.
Damn. Why you don't like Ralph Sampson?
1986, when they went to the NBA Finals, I was three. I was born in 1983, so I had to go back and watch all these NBA, NFL games that so I can talk about them. But 1986, the Rockets went to the NBA Finals. They played the Celtics. The Celtics beat them 4 games to 2. That was the year that Ralph Sampson, they threw the ball inbounds and he threw that lucky ass shot up that rolled around the rim about 4 times and they eliminated the Lakers from a rematch with the Celtics that year. And we may have won, but we may have not had. But the point is, he hit the damn shot if we didn't go. So I don't like Ralph Sampson.
Oh, sound
But
like
I
a
will
hater.
say this about Ralph Sampson. When he was at Virginia, college basketball, he was must see TV.
Yes, he was. I can't believe we got this show done right at an hour.
Well, I mean, it really wasn't a lot once you get to the 50s and on down,
The these next two shows might go an hour and a half.
yeah, these next two shows, it's gonna be people in the comments saying all kind of stuff, and we gonna agree and disagree, and it's gonna be honorable mentions out the ass, and so what we doing 49 to 25,
49 to 25.
49 to
Hold
25.
on.
So yeah,
What hold on, was it 49 to 25? No, 49 to 26. I'm sorry. And then
49 to
and
26.
then show four is 0 through 25.
Okay, so that'll be next. I did. I ain't really enjoying looking at up all these stats and all these crazy ass.
It is. It's bringing back some nostalgia, and not necessarily about the people that we're talking about, but it's bringing back nostalgia about people they played with, or certain games that come to mind from my youth, and it's just
Yep.
bringing back a lot of good memories.
It is indeed, man. It is indeed. So before we get out of here, I did want to tell y'all this weekend. I know we missed football. Was the Super Bowl last Sunday?
No, it was like 2 Sundays ago.
2 Sundays ago. It's been 2 weeks since we haven't had football. This weekend, sports is gonna be the mainstay all weekend. Every damn sport except football got something crazy going on. So you got the Olympics, you got the bronze medal game, I think it's tomorrow. You got the gold medal game. USA beat the hell out of Slovakia today,
Yep.
Slovenia. Uh, you got the gold medal game. You got Canada versus the United States.
Which was the same matchup for the women's,
Yep, which was the same matchup for
and
the
that was
women.
a hell of a game.
It was. It was. USA pulled it out. Hopefully the men can do the same. College basketball this weekend is insane.
You got Duke
So
versus Michigan.
you got Michigan versus Duke, and they are in Washington, D.C. at a neutral site. You got number 4 Arizona playing number 2 Houston, and you got number 6 Iowa State going against number 23 BYU. BYU really need this win. They've been struggling
They
as of
do.
late. Women's college basketball. Number 17 Ole Miss, who lost to LSU, they play number 3 South Carolina. Number 6 Michigan plays number 13 Iowa. Number 21 Tennessee plays number 11 Oklahoma. Number 16 Kentucky plays number 5 Vanderbilt. Number 18 Michigan State plays number 23 Minnesota. You got the Major League Baseball spring training going on. Pete Alonso hit a home run today. It's almost that time.
Almost.
Uh, the NBA, you got 6 games tomorrow. You got 11 on Sunday. You got golf. You got the Genesis Invitational. It has a $20 million purse attached to it. You got boxing on Saturday. You got Mario Barrios main event, Ryan Garcia. Sunday, you got Clarissa Shields boxing against Franchon Cruz Dezern. You got auto racing on Sunday. You got the NASCAR Cup Series at Atlanta. And you got UFC. You got Sean Strickland fighting Anthony Hernandez as the main event.
That's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on.
I'm just glad
And
spring
yes,
training started.
Floyd Mayweather did say that he was going to unretire after he fights Mike Tyson. I don't know how I feel about that.
Stay retired. But
Please.
if you look into it, he has been in a little bit of financial trouble, so he probably needs some money.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's literally
Well,
insanity.
here's the thing. He is in trouble with creditors. That means it's with credit. They don't know how much cash that man has.
Yeah, but he be flashing.
Yeah. He better hide it. 50 Cent turn on him in a minute.
He damn sure will. He damn sure will. That was the show, y'all. That was the show.
We
Abe
look
got a date.
we look forward to bringing these next two episodes to you because it's going to be some of the hottest numbers you ever seen. And it's going to be a debate on a lot of them, and we are not going to agree on everything. But before you come to our comments, getting reckless with what you say, remember, we still got these hands and we can use them.
The type comments. You finna get me canceled.
They can't cancel us for that, man. We just having fun. But Once again, we love y'all with nothing without you guys. We look forward to next week's show. The net, we out.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Magic bets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move.